we're talking about water. And no, we're not drinking it. This is H2O, baby. Let it out. Have you ever walked into someone's home and you see glasses of water placed in very particular areas of their home? When you're like, what is that? Well, it is not for decoration. Let me tell you. In Afro-Caribbean spiritual practices, clear glasses of water are seen on altars, in corners of the room, under the bed, and so on and so forth. And the reason is, it is an essential part of our spiritual practices. Water, if you really think about it, it makes up about 61% of our body, especially the lungs and the brain, and then 71% of the earth. And in this video, you're going to learn why it is so important to utilize water on your spiritual journey. These clear glasses of water that you will see on someone's altar, in the corner of the room, and all that jazz, never going to be for decoration. This bad boy is a sacred tool. It is a mirror. It is a portal. Number one is that water is a conduit of spiritual communication. And I'm going to tie and bridge the gap between science and spirituality when it comes to this, so you can really understand its ache, its power. So water is a conduit of natural energy, right? And when it comes to quantum physics, it has been proven that water's molecular clusters respond rapidly to energy inputs, such as emotions, light, and sound. And this supports the spiritual idea that water remembers and water responds to prayers and vibration. This is why I tell a lot of my students, when you need to pray and connect to spirit, go visit a natural body of water, and not a man-made body of water. We're talking natural. So your streams, your rivers, and your oceans. Lakes and ponds are man-made, and that water is stagnant. It is not moving. And think about the animals that you find in stagnant water versus the animals you find in free-flowing water. So to bring it back, water is a natural conductor. So it amplifies the messages between this physical realm and this spiritual realm. So when you want to pray, when you want to connect to your spiritual core, you want to connect to God, you want to connect to a great grandparent that may have crossed over, your ancestors and all that jazz, water is a very, very important tool. And it doesn't matter what belief system you are, what culture you are, it's safe for anyone to take part in. Number 2, water is spiritually cooling and calming. So when things are running hot, we use water. So let's say that your emotions are very high. There's grief, there's sorrow, there's pain, there's turmoil, all those low vibrational feelings, water. And how will we use that? In spiritual baths, or actually cleansing our ori, which is our crown chakra, right? Using water element. So floor washes, spiritual baths, even cleansing the front door is very, very important. So if you live in a home and there was just an argument, you want to cleanse your home with water. If you are in an office and the energy is just cleansing your desk with some type of spiritual waters would be very profound. This is why we take so many spiritual baths in Afro-Caribbean cultures, and it's something that no matter what your belief system, again, spiritual baths are so healing. If you look at any indigenous tribe, you see that they are utilizing some form of a plant bath or an herb bath. There's a reason behind it. Number 3, when we offer water to our spirits, it is a sign of respect, especially when we're keeping up that spiritual hygiene and changing the water. It is reminding them that they are loved, they are remembered, right? And that water gives them clarity. And when they have clarity, they're able to help us on the other side. So when we have these glasses of water, on our altars particularly, and we're changing them out, it is truly elevating the spirits that are walking with us. And as I mentioned before, the more elevated they are, the more elevated you are. Number 4, spiritual hygiene and absorption. So when these glasses of water are placed around the home in very strategic areas, it is absorbing negative energy in a space. And it's pulling those heavy vibrations and catching anything that does not belong to you for your highest good. This is why we refresh them regularly. I'm going to, in another video, explain why you may find bugs or see certain glasses of water look more murky than others. There's a reason behind it. There's always a reason. Having water, particularly at the front door, is very important because it's collecting the energy of everything coming into the home. Your front door is a portal. It is very, very important and key to keep it open, keep it fresh, and keep it clean. And this practice can be found in a plethora of cultures and spiritual belief systems. Especially in Hinduism, when it comes to Vastu Shastra, that front door needs to be open and clean because allow blessings to come in. And the same thing you'll find in Lukumi, Isheshe, and in other Afro-Caribbean spiritual practices. Now, real quick, 4 places. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to say it again. 4 places you'll find waters, particularly, are in the bathroom. The bathroom has the lowest energy in the house. Think why. You're defecating and you're washing away negative energy. So in Vedic astrology, the bathroom is Rahu. So it is very important to keep your bathroom clean. I remember, I think my first year here in LA, I actually did have a cleaner from, I'm not going to say the company because I'm not going to give free publicity, but I had a cleaner come to make sure my bathroom was spick and span, my bathroom and kitchen. Cleaning it, scrubbing it. I don't like seeing dirt. It makes me like dust and dirt. I realize that is part of the autism. It makes my skin crawl. It makes my skin crawl because the texture and how it looks, makes me really uncomfortable, especially a dirty bathtub. So keeping the bathroom super clean is very, very important. And even within Lukumi, keeping your house clean in general allows spirits to enter, those high vibrational spirits, your orishas that are guarding you to enter. So keeping the home spick and span is very important. But in the bathroom, you'll find glasses of water. It's helping to absorb that negative energy, and it's definitely something I change out a lot. And I change it out more often than other areas of my home, and the front door I change often more than other areas of my home. Another one are on active altars that we're using. So if you're doing any type of spiritual work, you'll definitely find glasses of water. Number 3, we would find it on a Bóveda. So that falls within a spiritismo, where we're actively elevating our spirits, and we are doing it through prayer. It's a very ritual tradition where there's lots of guidelines. Number 4, an ancestor altar, of course. Number 5, you're going to find it at the front door. And number 6, under the bed where you sleep. Because believe it or not, that bed can collect a lot of negative energy. I'm a big fan of cleaning under your bed often if you really want to have a good night's rest, and actually using a wooden bed frame over metal. Metal absorbs negative energy and holds onto it. It's not a conduit, whereas wood is a conduit of energy. That's why we knock on wood. But that's another video for another day. But everything's connected. I'm going to be making this into 3 parts. So this is part 1. But the next part is going to be understanding the spiritual hygiene around glasses of water, the bugs in the water, and then part 3, I'm not sure yet, but I really want to break this down because it is very essential on your spiritual path to utilize water. It doesn't matter what your belief system is. I mean, if you even look at Catholicism or Christianity, you know, they have holy water. Water is used. When you get baptized, you're in water. So I truly believe everyone can benefit from this video, and that is about it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I do have a Patreon if you want to learn on a more intimate setting. I say my Patreon is like a spiritual lounge. It's a spiritual living room where, you know, I let my ADHD flag run high and I'm info dumping, and there's a chat where you guys can communicate openly, or you can DM me any questions you may have. I'm able to help you a lot more over the Patreon chat, and you can join for as low as a cup of coffee a month, right? And check out my Etsy shop. I have herbal spiritual baths as well as any DIY spiritual baths, so you can download the PDF and make a spiritual bath from the comfort of your home. Also on my Patreon, I do a lot of teaching on how to actually make the baths from the comfort of your home, so you guys can definitely benefit from visiting my Etsy shop and joining my Patreon. So that is all. Ache!